Hey everybody, Brian from Bear Bull Traders here. It's Wednesday and it's March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. And it's midweek, so let's go through the markets. Let's see where we are so far this week and where we might be headed for the rest of the week. So we had Jay Powell up there um, doing a press conference, answering questions. And by all counts, it looks like he thread the needle, if you want to call it that. He struck a tone that made the markets pretty happy. So, and just looking at the futures here, where it looks like we're getting ready to open Thursday on another move higher. But a couple of things I wanted to point out here as we look through some of the things that are going on. You can see the 10-year, the 5-year still inching up higher. And again, I think this is going to create challenges if we continue to move this direction. It's going to continue to create challenges particularly for the tech sector. And we'll get into the specific sectors in a minute. It also really knocked the stuffing out of the US dollar, and we'll talk about that as well. So let's start out with the transports here. Let's take a look at where we are. We had a nice day here. We had a bad day on Tuesday after making an all-time high on Monday. Pulled back Tuesday, and then Wednesday we kind of turned around and ripped higher. Not far off the high of the day here for the transports. We did get a little bit of selling into the close on all the indexes, but for the most part, it looks like the uptrend is still holding, still in place. And I believe FedEx is going to be reporting tomorrow, so that should be interesting. That's part of the transports. And you can see here, this hasn't updated yet, but the Treasury's still in an established uptrend. There's no break in trend here. So it's going to be interesting to see if we continue to push higher and what impact that's going to have, particularly on the Qs. Again, yields going higher, nothing new here. And you can see the Dow. The Dow, we made an all-time high, closed over 33,000, up just over 0.5%. Today, up 189 points. Volume was pretty good. And again, it looks like the Dow's going to continue higher after this. We've had this 2-week run. But I think we're probably getting into an area where we're going to be doing this sort of rounding consolidation, is what I'm guessing. So look for some more support here, and we'll get into that with the VIX in a minute. Here's the IWM on the daily. Obviously, after making an all-time high Monday, pull back Tuesday, and then back up again on Wednesday today. Had a nice comeback. Again, same comments of the Dow, a little bit off. Sold a little bit off into the close. Volume was pretty good. Stochastics look good. RSI is turning up. And the Qs, again, really well off the highs and making a series of lower highs here. So we have broken back up. It looks like we are going to try to make a higher high here. That'll be an interesting move if we do actually close Thursday with a higher high here, which will mean we really have reversed in trend. Volume was pretty good today on the Qs. MACD is crossing, heading up. Histogram's going higher, and the stochastics pretty strong here. RSI getting over 50, so Qs look actually pretty good here, although again, big caveat being the interest rates and where they're going. Again, SPY looks like made an all-time high after pulling back at the end of the day there. Volume was a sort of average for the last week or so. And you can see this is kind of the pattern I'm looking at here, and we may end up with a sort of a repeating pattern here where we get this sort of rounding top, and we may just chop sideways. But just generally speaking, the trend is still from the lower left to the upper right. The dollar, this was something I really wanted to talk about. Look at the dollar, took a big hit today. And coincidentally, it was when the chairman started speaking. Let's take a look at that 10-minute chart. You can see what happened to the dollar right around 2 o'clock when the Fed released their minutes. And then as the Chairman Powell continued to talk, the dollar got taken to the woodshed here. So dollar weakness, that'll have an impact on, take a look at some other areas that might have some possible benefits from this. And you can see here we're really pulling back. I think we're heading lower on the dollar. Stochastics weakening. We're rolling over on MACD. So RSI looks like it's heading lower. I think we're going to head lower on the dollar. I did want to look at the VIX. Let's take a quick look at the VIX here. VIX really dropped today. Like, look at this this drop. I mean, the fear index, if you want to call it that, is just leaving the market. Although we are really oversold here. We might end up getting a bit of a bounce at some point, but yeah, we're definitely oversold on the VIX. But no fear in the market right now. No fear of a big sell-off. That's you can say that for sure. Let's take a quick look at the candles at a glance here for the different sectors. Discretionary had a huge day today. Look at this big outside day candle engulfed the negative day yesterday and pushing back to a new high for the discretionary. Again, sort of a good economy, improving economy trade. And XLK, again, struggling here to get back to anywhere near to all-time highs. Industrials had a good day. Materials are going to have a good time if the dollar continues to weaken. Energy's trying to firm up here. And staples pulling back a bit again. And utilities had a big down day today after this nice run up. And financials, I would expect this is a little bit of an outlier. I would have thought it would have gone higher with interest rates going up here. And a quick look at the actives before we wrap things up. You can see here still BCRX still kind of hanging in here, and DBA still holding this this moving average, so I'm still in it. Fords had a bit of a pullback here after having a really nice run up. Again, I'm in the options, the long-term options. So as long as it kind of holds this moving average, I think I'm okay with it. KRE still kind of hanging around up near its high. NUSE just sort of, back and forth, but we're inching up higher here. So I did take a little bit off on Tuesday when it got up near over 54. A little more, so I've just got a little bit left of that. OLN, that was one I mentioned on the weekend, and I got into that one on this breakout, and had a really nice move up here. I'm just worried it is getting a little extended from these moving averages, so I might take a little bit off right away here, just and expecting maybe a bit of a pullback. Willow still holding that. Walmart still holding a small size of that one as well, even though we've had a pullback. Didn't really like the price action today. Don't like it when indexes are up and the stock goes down. And X got back into X on Tuesday on this pullback, and we had not a bad day today. So I've got some X in there as well. So with the dollar dropping, I just wanted to point out a couple things here that I'm watching. Gold and silver. Gold had a great day today. Look at this outside engulfing candle on GDX, which is the senior gold miners. It's an ETF. Really nice move today, right up to this 50 moving average. And I'll be keeping an eye on that one tomorrow. Volume was not bad, but it has broken out of a downtrend here. You can see this downtrend line if you connect the tops of these candles. We definitely have broken out here, and it looks like with the dollar dropping, it's going to definitely be one of the beneficiaries of this. So unfortunately, maybe missed that initial move, but I think we may have some more upside there. I'll be watching that one. Here's the junior miners, again, sort of same candle. Outside reversal day, had a really nice move today. Another miner that, or at least metal that might be interesting, is silver. Again, right at a critical level here. Be watching this one for a breakout tomorrow or the next day or two. Just see if it can break these moving averages, and then it'll probably head up higher. So I'll be looking at silver and gold. And with the dropping dollar, emerging markets actually might do well. So emerging markets are really pulled back here. You can see we've kind of established a $100 level as support. So if we continue to get weakness in the dollar, emerging market stocks may start to rally here. And we're getting some nice moves on the stochastics, and RSI turning back up here, making a higher low. So I think emerging markets, gold and silver, probably, and other metals like copper had a nice move up today. FCX trading near its all-time high, back up again here. So watch the dollar and watch the gold miners, the gold and silver miners. The other one I like to play before we leave is PAAS, Pan American Silver, and it had a really nice day today. So let's see, I'm just curious if that, I was away from my trading station last part of the day. So just look at that. Look at that move off of this 2 o'clock meeting. Bang, ooh, took off. So watch, you might get a pullback here and might be a good place to take an entry. That's it, everyone. Hope you all had a good day today. And as usual, Thursday morning, we'll be kicking things off at 8 o'clock live on YouTube. I have Jarrett giving you a market overview, and then into the 8:30 hour, we'll have the pre-market show. Carlos and Norm normally leading that, and then trading the market open at 9:30. Hopefully, we'll catch you at one or all of those events. So have a great rest of the evening, everybody, and we'll hopefully see you in the morning. And of course, this is my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade, if you haven't checked it out yet. Have a great night, bud.